Welcome to the last in our series of looking at loneliness in the workplace. So part 10 is looking at ABC values. Our ABC values that we embody at Safe New Futures include some of the fundamental behaviours that create connection and counteract loneliness. They also form the foundation of the New Futures programs that we run and that actually have had a life transforming experience for thousands of people. So the A is for authenticity, showing up as our real, authentic selves, happy to be who we are, appreciating and understanding our own value and worth. We realize that perfectionism is not necessary, and in fact, it's often unattainable, and it lowers our self-esteem, and it drives loneliness. Showing up as our true selves allows us to have authentic relationships with others, with open, honest, and even seemingly vulnerable communications. Lack of trusting relationships, the opposite, leads us to misread communications. It can result in us feeling isolated and to protecting ourselves in a defensive, unhealthy way, and also using divisive behaviors sometimes. So the B is for belief in people. It's hard to believe or love others unless we are at peace with, love, and believe in ourselves. And that means our relationships are about giving to the other person rather than using them to give to and validate us. It brings peace to us and to our workplace connections when we operate in this way. Feeling insecure about who we are and pretending to be someone we are not is emotionally draining, both for us, of course, but also for the people we are wanting to connect with. Whereas good self-esteem, which is free from shame, allows us to acknowledge our less instinctive areas of operation. So the I3 profiling program that I told you about in the last video determines our instinctive strengths, and it allows other team members to realize who they can rely on, and it also helps us to rely on others in their areas of strength, and it creates a really good bond. The C is for commitment to excellence. Feeling connected to others helps us to be motivated and empowered to do our best. Being productive in turn feeds our self-esteem and quality of work, and that becomes a virtuous circle. So when face-to-face interactions were the norm, the challenge of living our ABC values was actually a lot easier. Nowadays, with a third of our workforce working totally remotely, just getting people together for a quarterly team meeting is a challenge. Without the benefit of body language, physical touch, and facial expressions, it's much harder to build those meaningful long-term relationships. But, despite these challenges, we have developed several strategies that build connection and counter loneliness. And you're warmly invited to our networking meeting on Tuesday, the 9th of July, 8:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. at our Southampton office to share your experiences and also gain some tips on creating positive team connections. Guest speakers include Peter Taylor, who's a senior partner at Paris Smith and president of the Hampshire Chamber of Commerce. And please do contact me, Nina Kelly, at nina.kelly@safe.org.uk to find out more. And please do watch our previous series on loneliness on our website, and also this series of workplace loneliness at safe.org.uk. Thank you so much for being part of this journey and for sharing in this series, looking at how to combat loneliness in the workplace. All the best in your journey going forward.